Hey everyone, my name's Michelle Vinicura. For those that who don't know me, I'm an autistic self-advocate of my own blog website, The World of Autism. I've been running that since 2019, and I've been running also a whole guest podcast series. I have a brand new guest on today. His name is Trevor, right here in the Lakewood Ranch area here in Florida. How are we doing today, Trevor?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. So I wanted to start this off by letting you share a little bit about yourself for everybody, for those who don't know you.
Okay. My name is Trevor Kelliher. I have a disability called cerebral palsy, what affects my walking and my talking, and I had CP due to a birth injury when I was born. Having CP have been difficult. I had to do a lot of therapy and a lot of early intervention as a baby throughout my childhood. Um, Making friends throughout my academic career was really hard for me. A lot of people like me and react in me as a person, but it never really carried over to a social aspect outside the school when it was time to go home for like the day or the weekend. So I didn't have a lot of people to hang out with when I wanted in the building. So, but
Well, yeah, I completely get that, and you're not alone about that. Like I know for me growing up as an autistic, like it making friends was not easy. For me a lot of times I didn't really know how to. Like
uh,
those skills and everything, like knowing how to. I had to be taught a lot of times through, and especially in middle school, I'll tell you this fact, was that I was in a social skills program in middle school. And this was back in New Jersey. This was for everybody in my school that had all kinds of disabilities. We were all in a social skills program that was created by my speech pathologist at the time, my speech therapist. And she created this group so that way we can all learn like how to make friends with each other and everything and like how to create friendships and stuff. And that was like the best thing. Because ever since then, like I've learned to make new friendships and everything. So I thought I'd share that with you. How cool.
no, that you made that is really cool to be a part of.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so this actually kind of now goes into where I want to talk to you more so about with All Friends Network. And I'm so glad I found out about it. Like I found out about it last month. So can you
Yeah.
can you tell to everybody what All Friends Network is about?
Yeah. So often that is not part of company helping people with disability make new friends and having a more independent social life. Um, we do a lot of different things. We have an app called AXN Live Link. It makes a mini Facebook for just our community. It's totally private, so people can talk and put videos and pictures and update people on what we're doing. We also have two weekly online events, as you know, so we have one day we get together where we talk and play games that Tuesday night. And then Thursday we have a more formal game night, all over Zoom and add into our online social media platform and our online events. We also do monthly input in Eldon's around Sarasota, Florida.
That's awesome. And I just, I think that was really brilliant about the fact that you created this network, not only to help for yourself when it comes to making new friends, but helping anybody that's neurodiverse to make friends. Like I know there's a lot of people in the group that have autism to also having the same as with you to ADHD, anybody really, which is so cool. I think that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, it is. It,
And
it,
you could go on. Sorry.
oh, it is a night to have community that you call people when you're bored or happy or upset. So it's nice to have a community other than your family or your mom and dad. So
Absolutely. Just having that kind of having a inclusive community, which is important. Very important.
yeah,
Yeah. And for just to share a little bit with why I joined with All Friends Network was mainly because ever since I moved to Florida a couple years ago from New Jersey, I pretty much mostly grew up in New Jersey, but it was a big change. Like usually like when it comes to moving, like it's such a big change, like you're moving away from like people you know of that you've basically
yeah,
like grown up with, and that's pretty much what happened for me, and it was a really big change. And I was like thinking about like how I wanted to make new friends in person, like here in Florida, not just like having friends that are out of state. So I think this was a really brilliant idea, Trevor, for you creating this group, this network and stuff. And I really encourage people to join on with All Friends Network. I really do. And I know that it's really is a brilliant like network to be a part of, like you making new connections, new friends,
yeah,
and you're making friends from like pretty much all over.
yeah, yeah. We are. We are members of Florida, and we are members of the United States. So with online technology nowadays, even have friends in California until you get to see them on Zoom or FaceTime. So it really is a good time. We having the ability it's more easier nowadays because you have the technology to be around people, even if we're not 5 minutes down the road.
Oh yeah, exactly. And it's just the fact that how much the network has grown. Like I'm pretty sure like you've seen the network grow over time. When was All Friends Network created?
March of 2020, so right when the pandemic started, it was so odd for me with pre-pandemic, and then right when the pandemic, it got 10 times worse. So I told my dad that how I feel most of my life. So that's why I wanted to make a change and find a way for people like me and people with the ability to be able to go somewhere and meet new friends.
Exactly. I know with the back when the pandemic happened, it was 10 times harder, especially for a lot of people with disabilities. Like it I know for me personally, like it was very hard back then with the pandemic because you couldn't see anybody in person.
Yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough, especially like, and for me at that time, that was actually the funny thing is that the pandemic is what pushed my family to move.
mm,
So it was like, it was in 2021, my family and I moved, but my parents started to house hunt here in Florida during 2020. So it was just, that really pushed it for us that like we did not want to be in New Jersey anymore. But even just
yeah,
in general, like the pandemic, it was very hard on everybody.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
So I really appreciate with you sharing all about with All Friends Network. And for anybody that wants to learn more about it, I will make sure that it is attached in, there will be a link attached to the website in a little blog story that I have written out. And I will also make sure to share the link to the app so people could join on from there too.
That would be awesome. And, we have a lot of fun and in the super we done, to everybody and we done like boat rides, party rides, and like for a weekly convention, something that I think we all look forward to and had that time to meet and gather and so anyone want to join, I think it would be good good for you. We have a lot of members that really want to meet more friends, so all about them.
Exactly. And that's a great way to end this. That make sure that everybody knows that anybody's welcome to join on and stuff, and know that it's an open space for you to share what's on your mind, and people are really accepting on the network. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Trevor, for sharing your story and about with All Friends Network. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to make sure for people that if you don't follow my professional accounts online already, my professional name online is Exceptional Shell. That's my business brand name. You can find me on all social media platforms by the user tag name at Self Advocate MV. That's where you can find me online and follow with my journey and everything. And for more great content, especially here on the World of Autism. So thanks, everyone.